7 p.m. on Wednesday, October 5th. I'd like to welcome everybody here and the viewing audience to the October 5th meeting of the Revere Conservation Commission. First item on the agenda is roll call. Member Joseph LaValle. Here. Member Nick Melason. Here. Member Ann Raponi.
Here. Member
James Serboni.
Here.
A member Vincent Laurie is absent, and I'm Andrew B. DeSantis, Chairman. The next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of August 3rd, 2016. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Nick Melason. Second by Joseph LaValle. All those in favor? Any opposed? Voted. Next item on the agenda is a public hearing, DEP File 061-0683, 72 Goldie Street. Gary DiBella is the proponent for construction of a single-family house. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
I make a motion to open it up.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion by member Ann Raponi, seconded by James Serboni. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Jay, the floor is yours. Turn the mic on, press the button. It looks like you're speaking there. There you go.
Good evening, Chairman. My name is Jay Gerose. I'm with Gerose Land Surveying. My client this evening is Mr. Gary DiBella. He is proposing a single-family home at the end of Goldie Street. He's already been through the process with both cities with regards to zoning relief. And we're here before you this evening to show you where the house is going to be located on the property and what mitigations we've done to accommodate for the flood zone that we are in. This property is bisected by a city line, which is Malden and Revere. And we're before the Revere first. We have access from Goldie Street, which is a Revere street, so we figured we'd come before you first. The interesting thing is that each town, the flood map is a different elevation. Malden has an elevation of elevation 8, whereas the amended map the city of Revere has is elevation 9, and we've gone on the platform of holding the elevation 9 for the 100-year flood elevation. This house, the topography is such where it's well below that grade, which is about elevation 5 and 6, and then it jumps up to elevation, I believe, 8 or 9. What we intend to do is to mitigate and install flood venting and allow for, if in the case of a storm, it would manage the water. All the living, all the utilities are going to be above elevation 11, which is about 2 feet above the 100-year flood zone elevation. And I've found with dealing with the insurance, there's a substantial decrease in, obviously, in your coverage. We have also proposed a 2-car parking driveway, which is going to be constructed of a porous pavement. All roof leaders are going to be discharged into a stoned management area and surcharged into the ground. The proposed footprint is approximately 1,600 square feet with approximately 2,000 square feet of living, which is consistent with the neighborhood. Houses, single houses on our side are a little bit bigger, and there are some duplexes and 2 families that add up to be more than. So it's consistent with the neighborhood. It's not over-aggressive, I don't think. And I think that's about it. I don't know if you have any questions.
Okay, any questions from commissioners? Joseph LaValle and myself did a site visit, met Jay on Saturday. Joseph?
I had a quick question. The proposed, you got 2-car driveway, I noticed, on the plan.
Yes, sir.
Is that going to also be a garage?
It's intended to be a garage, yes. It's going to basically, we're going to be able to allow for 4-space parking.
I noticed that you didn't have any vents where the proposed garage may be, and I would just like you to know that in other buildings that we've had, people have put the venting in the garage doors also.
It was an oversight
an
on my...
alternative, because-
Absolutely, it was an oversight on my part. It should be vented on all sides of the building. We have, I believe we need to show at least 10 flood vents. Let me just look at my calculation here.
I think you showed 9, Jay,
Okay.
which I thought was sufficient. I thought I did a quick calc on that.
Typically,
That's
it's 200
sufficient.
square foot
It's
per...
200 square foot, so 1,600 square feet.
Correct.
8, so you get an extra one, and it's got to be one on at least each side of the building.
So that'll be picked up when we do the, obviously,
Yeah,
the
it's
staking.
in
or-
the draft of the order that I wrote.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
they can be the 18 by 12 or the smart vents,
Correct.
which are small. Anybody else? Anybody in the audience would like to speak on this, in favor or opposed? This is 72 Goldie Street.
Andy?
No, I just had one comment, under, in the notice of intent, under temporary seating, permanent seating, seating, it says should be performed in accordance with the guidelines set forth in attachment A to this narrative. And elsewhere, it says care should be taken by the owner, builder. I just ask that the order of conditions reflect that it will or shall.
Oh, it should,
It
yeah,
knows.
it shall, not will. I mean, it's not a question.
No,
It's
it
a
should, I
it's a
don't want to
statement.
leave the door open for
No, thank you.
wiggle room.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody in the audience? What's the will of the commission on this? I prepared an order of conditions.
I'll make the motion to issue an order of conditions.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
I heard James first, Nick, so it's motion by Joseph Lavalley. Second by James Saboni to close the public hearing. We issue the order. All those in favor? Voted. There you go. Yeah, we'll sign it, I'll make copies, file with DEP, and then I'll send it to you, Jay. Thanks for showing up tonight. Next item on the agenda is a minor amendment to drainage plans for DEP file number 0610658, Lot 3, 650 Ocean Ave, for drainage work on Lot 2 Ocean Ave. This was requested by the people who built on Lot 3, Walter Upton, Budge Upton. And all it is some, a new drain line across the lot that exists between the property at, I think it's, I want to say 380? No, it couldn't be, 680 Ocean Ave. In this lot. And you do have a copy of the request in your packet, a letter from Hancock Associates, and the plan that accompanies that. This letter, it says Hancock Associates on the top of it. What it says is you'd like to notify the commission of an amendment to the approved plans for the project at 650 Lot 3 Ocean Ave. The modification consists of relocating the existing drain line that connects Lot 3, Lot 1 across Lot 2. Please see the proposed 24-inch pipe structure modifications to existing pipes and structures shown in the attached grading utility plan C4. The Lot 3 drainage system is dependent on the proposed Lot 2 modifications. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. I really see it as a minor thing. So could I have a vote on this, the motion? To approve the minor amendment?
I'll motion to approve the minor amendment.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Voted in the affirmative. Next item on the agenda is a vote for a certificate of compliance for the same project, Lot 3, 650 Ocean Ave. Member Joseph LaValle and myself did a site visit there and looked at the property. It's not quite complete yet. What they're looking for is they're looking for occupancy of the sales office. That's the point they're at right now. So I told them I didn't think it was right to give them a full occupancy, as a lot of the surface work actually around the building is not complete. It was pretty muddy when we were down there in the rain on Saturday. So we can either hold this to November, when they should be back for a complete, and I'll just sign the occupancy, or we can vote a partial, whatever the commission desires to do.
Partial occupancy, you would just allow them in the sales office.
Yes. Yeah, I just assume hold it to November, and I'll sign the building permit as temporary for now. That way we make sure they come back.
Are you looking for a motion to that effect?
Yes, please.
The partial order of
Well,
condition?
no, just no objection to
Holding it over until November.
holding it over
Okay.
November and my signing for the sales office. Just signing the building permit on temporary.
Well, let's hold it, all right, then we'll hold it over till November.
Okay, so it's a motion by Joseph Laval. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Nick Melason to hold the vote on the COC until November. And allow me to sign off on occupancy of the sales office. All those in favor? Voted in the affirmative. Okay, moving on. The next item is a vote for certificate of compliance for DEP File Number 0610627, BJ's Wholesale Club, Runny Marshall LC, the Rumney Flats portion of this at 8393 103 Ward Street, formerly 1070 Broadway. I did a site visit. I started a little too early for Joe. Walked around. Looks very nice. I figured nobody was showing. It was raining. So did a quick, it looks great. Nice, nice development. So with that, if I could have a motion, if everybody's in agreement, for the vote on the certificate of compliance.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Voted. Here you go, Nick. Next item on the agenda is a land donation from Joseph Festa Construction Company Incorporated, lots 294, 295, 296, 297 Douglas Street, and lot 298, Weeden Street at the intersection of Douglas Street and Revere, Mass., identified as map 19, block 327A, parcel 21. John Festa had called me Friday and asked if we'd be interested. This is marshland. You can see it identified on the plan I put together. Weeden Street isn't even shown as a street on the maps. You've got this package with the letter from Joe Festa. There's the map from the city GIS attached to it. That was in the material I handed out tonight. So I'll entertain a motion to accept the donation of land.
I'll make a motion to accept the land.
Do I have
And
a
I'll
second?
second the motion with a big thank you to Festa Construction Company.
Thanks, James. I have a motion made by member Joseph Lavalley, seconded by member Ann Raponi, to accept the land donation of lots 294, 295, 296, 297 Douglas, and lot 298 Weeden Street. All those in favor? Any opposed? Voted in the affirmative. Thank you. Next item is a discussion. Resident Gerald Shkoza. Say it again, Gerald? Shkoza? Shkoza. Request to place paving stones with sand joints on the right side of rear of 102 Arcadia Street. Press the button, Gerald, and just explain to the commission what you would like to do. I did provide them copies of the sketches you sent me.
If I knew that was coming here, I would have done a better job with that.
That's
that was
all
done
right,
very
that's
quick.
fine.
So that's a project that I plan on doing myself, along with my father as a type of bonding also, but to improve our house. It's going to be on the side of the house, and it's going to be, as you said, with pavers and sand in between. I also provided an existing condition the way it is right now, and the way that, according to my plan, it would be after I'm done.
Okay, so I said to Gerald, in the interest of time, as you come to the meeting tonight, I'm fine what he's planning to do, where he provided drawings, and I wouldn't require him to come in for a notice of intent or a request of determination. I think it's straightforward, and I think it's okay thing to do. You're doing all the labor yourself?
Yeah, I plan on doing it.
Okay, so it's a better
A
word.
question?
Sure.
What is there now?
Right now, it's just a small area that leads from the storage, the shed, to the front of the house, and it's brick.
No, what he's saying is, what are you replacing? You're replacing the brick, and aren't you replacing a crushed stone driveway?
No,
No, you're not. Okay,
no,
I thought
just
you were.
where it's brick right now, I'm removing that. I'm just putting pavers.
Pavers with
where that
sand
is.
joints.
So you're replacing,
The bricks
Brick
that
with
are there.
pavers.
Because of the snow, it
Yep.
kind of crushed everything, and it looks very bad right now. So I just want to replace that and kind of make it just a little bit bigger. If you
Okay.
see on the existing
All right,
conditions, just
I
a
thought you
straight line.
The
Yep.
driveway, too.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, no, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Gerald.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yep.
Good night.
Last item on the agenda, discussion of presentation on erosion to Amanda MacDonald's fourth grade class at the Whelan School. Amanda had emailed me, and she asked if the Concom would be interested in doing a presentation as part of their science curriculum. And I said I would be interested in doing it, and I wanted to bring it to the commission, see if there was anybody else that would be interested. It'd be during the day. I haven't set a day yet. She talked about an hour presentation. I said, that's a little long, especially talking to fourth graders. Thanks.
I think it's a great idea. And I think you're the perfect person
Okay, you're welcome to join me, former school committee person. and
I certainly welcome her, being a former school committee woman. I dare not welcome her. No, I'll look forward to it. I think it's a great idea.
Are you interested in coming?
But I'm in for that, yes?
Okay, good, all right.
Thank
So
you.
We'll communicate about a date.
That'll be great.
and I'll
I'd like
put a
to have it
program
happen.
together.
I'd be only too glad to see it happen.
Okay, good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. That's it. A motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Adjourn at 7:20. Didn't do too bad at all.